In 2001, documents accidentally uploaded on Coca-Cola's website revealed a scandal. The company had a program to discourage restaurant customers from drinking tap water. Working with the Olive Garden restaurant chain, Coca-Cola developed a 6-step program to reduce what they called tap water incidents. In other words, the unprofitable problem of people drinking water instead of paying for a drink. This program offered restaurants the understanding needed to convert water drinkers to profit-producing beverages. Several media outlets picked up the story, which became a bit of a PR scandal, and Coca-Cola quickly pulled the documents from the website. However, pulling the documents doesn't mean stopping this anti-tap water program. In 2010, the soft drink giant came under fire again for its Cap the Tap campaign. The program was described in the following way.
Every time your business fills a glass with tap water, it pours potential profits down the drain. The good news, Cap the Tap changes these dynamics by teaching crew members suggestive selling techniques to convert requests for tap water into orders for revenue-generating beverages.
In other words, techniques to make you pay for a drink instead of drinking water for free. The program put the emphasis on soft drinks but suggested that if customers really wanted water, they should push for bottled water. Enter Dasani, Coca-Cola's bottled water brand. Coca-Cola's plans against tap water are a double win. If customers don't get tap water, they can either choose Coke or Dasani, which means that in any case, Coca-Cola will make more money. Coca-Cola introduced Dasani in 1999 in a strategy to diversify revenues and conquer the growing bottled water market. There was a problem though. While Coca-Cola promoted Dasani as one of the purest water, doubts about its quality quickly came up. In 2004, Coca-Cola had to withdraw 500,000 Dasani bottles from the UK. The drink was found to contain high levels of bromate, a substance that has been linked to increased risk of cancer. This, of course, was a huge marketing mess. At the time, Coca-Cola was promoting Dasani, saying that it was as pure as bottled water gets. So after the bromate scandal, Coca-Cola had to cancel the launch of Dasani in countries like France and Germany. Beyond the bromate problem though, Dasani had another problem. Dasani is essentially tap water. That's right, Dasani is not some spring water that comes directly from the mountains, it's just treated tap water. That's why in the UK, Coca-Cola's attempts to promote Dasani were received with humor. The promotional efforts were compared to a famous BBC comedy episode in which characters were branded tap water as Peckham Spring.
I think it's a miracle.
Yeah, certainly it's a miracle, Rodney. It's our dear mum, she's up there smiling down on us, making sure her 2 little lads don't starve.
No, I think it's a miracle that we've been doing this for 3 weeks now and we're not banged up in Nick.
We ain't gonna be banged up in Nick. We ain't doing nothing illegal, are we? Ain't
Nothing illegal. We are selling public water to the public.
That is where you're wrong. Because this water used to be public, and then Maggie, she privatised it, didn't she, eh? It now belongs to a board of directors and a load of investors.
Many articles also highlighted that while Dasani was essentially tap water, it costed 95 cents per 500 milliliters, while tap water costed 3 cents for the same amount. Despite the scandals, Dasani has been an extremely profitable initiative for Coca-Cola. The bottled water brand generates more than $1 billion in sales every year. During the coronavirus outbreak, for instance, bottled water sales increased by 57%. This business model is hugely profitable. Municipal tap water is extremely cheap, and then companies just bottle it and sell it at a price that is 30 to 130 times higher. Of course, by attacking tap water, Coca-Cola is not only promoting Dasani, but also other soft drinks and bottled water brands it owns, such as Coke, Fanta, Vitamin Water, or Smart Water, among others. But what is good for business is not necessarily good for us. Bottled water is extremely more expensive than normal water, and soft drinks have been linked with the rise of obesity and diabetes in many countries. It's not a surprise to see Coca-Cola doing whatever it takes to maximize profits. That's what a company should do. But while they do this, we are the ones to pay the price. The war on tap water has contributed to the rise of obesity, but also the crazy increase of plastic waste. It's particularly frustrating that this kind of initiatives come from a company that constantly talks about its commitments to health and sustainability. While Coca-Cola has its own Health and Wellness Institute, and its CEO has said that the company wants to contribute to solve the problem of obesity, the attack on tap water promotes the consumption of sugary drinks that makes the problem worse. And while Coca-Cola has its own World Without Waste strategy and has several commitments to reduce plastic waste, the promotion of bottled water generates more and more useless plastic waste, which comes to prove that the company's commitments to health and sustainability are just propaganda. The global bottled water market reached a value of $300 billion in 2022 and is expected to rise to around $500 billion by 2032. Yet, while we spend so much money on this market, we don't really know what's the origin of the water. According to Peter Glick, who has researched the bottled water industry for years, the real issue is that no one is really looking over the shoulders of the bottled water companies. Dasani is a clear example of that. In his research, for instance, Glick found that about 45% of bottled water brands are simply selling bottled tap water. And while all bottled water brands try to claim superior health benefits and taste than tap water, that's not really the case. In 2017, a blind taste test was organized to compare tap water with water brands like Fiji Water, Evian, and Smart Water. 30 people tasted 7 different types of water. Filtered tap water did better than brands like Fiji Water and Evian, which are marketed as high-quality water. In terms of health, the increasing number of water quality scandals around brands like Dasani, Poland Spring, or Fiji Water puts into question their supposed higher quality. In most countries, tap water is actually more regulated and better quality than bottled water. This comes to show that the preference for bottled water is related to the power of marketing rather than better taste. Instead of falling for ambiguous claims of pure water, we should focus on investing in better tap water systems, public fountains, and reusable bottles. These solutions are cheaper, more sustainable, and more reasonable.